You are here for a reason, and the most fulfilling thing you'll ever do is to discover what that reason is.
Welcome to the Midlife Reinvention Podcast, a podcast helping women in career and life transitions achieve clarity on their next steps so they can transform uncertainty into an energizing next chapter. I'm your host, Kavita, and the founder of It's My Time Now Coaching. If you're wondering what's next in your career or life, you are in the right place. Through solo and guest episodes, you'll gain practical tips, tools, and inspiration to help you uncover blocks, gain confidence, and be, do, and have what you want. I rediscovered myself after the age of 50, and I know you can too. It's my time now to help you do just that. I'm so excited you're here. Let's dive in.
In this episode, you'll explore why understanding your Ikigai, or reason for being, is a foundation for lasting fulfillment. You'll hear reflections inspired by Jane Goodall and Indira Gandhi, two women who found and sometimes lost their purpose, reminding us that true happiness comes from living in alignment with our why. You'll also hear a personal story of staying committed to purpose, even when the path feels uncertain, and how doing so can open the doors to unexpected growth, impact, and joy. By the end of this episode, you'll be reminded that your life has a meaning, and you have the power to choose the difference you make, starting today. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Midlife Reinvention Podcast. I'd like to wish a happy Thanksgiving to all my Canadian friends. As we celebrate our gratitude for everything in our lives, I want to take a moment to thank you, really, truly, because you listening to me right now means the world to me, and I don't take my responsibility to provide you with inspiration and guidance lightly. I'm so thankful to my family and friends who have supported me in this journey and to my amazing clients who I get to work with every day. I think that this time of year is one of my favorites as it's so festive. We just celebrated the Indian tradition of Karva Chauth, which is a day of fasting in honor of your spouse, your husband or wife, which we did last week. And of course, Thanksgiving in Canada this weekend, and Diwali as well, the Festival of Lights next week. Of course, then Halloween in a few weeks. So this is really the time to celebrate the harvest and all the bountiful things that are in our lives, and really to take some pause to do so. And I'm so thankful for all of it. The topic I'd like to discuss with you today is really why understanding your Ikigai, or reason for being, is so essential for lasting fulfillment. I was really moved by a recent documentary that I watched about Dr. Jane Goodall. She was interviewed before she died. I'm not sure if you saw it, and it was only going to be released after her passing. Unfortunately, she passed recently. So essentially, these are her words from after her death. I'm going to share a passage here which she spoke, which literally brought me to tears, and hopefully I don't cry again when I read it. For those of you who don't know, Dr. Goodall was a famous primatologist and anthropologist, and her work really changed the scientific understanding of humans' place in the animal kingdom. But this is what she said that really resonated with me, and I'm sure it will with you too. She said this: I want to make sure you all understand that each and every one of you has a role to play. You may not know it, you may not find it, but your life matters. And you are here for a reason. And I just hope that you find that reason, or that reason will become apparent as you live through your life. I want you to know that whether or not you find that role you were supposed to play, your life does matter, and that every single day you live, you make a difference in the world, and you get to choose the difference that you make. Wow, I got through it. If you want, pause and re-listen to this because they really are truly amazing words, which I truly believe in. If I really think about it, it really does guide everything that I do. You are here for a reason, and it is your work to find out what that reason is because you get to choose the difference you can make. So powerful. Shortly after that, I happened to watch an Indian movie called Emergency, which is about the life of Indira Gandhi, who was India's prime minister in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. I really didn't know much about her life too much, but this movie really underscored for me this truth that Indira Gandhi soared and did so many positive things when she acted according to her real why, which was to serve her country. But when the pursuit of power and fame started to become her why, she lost her way and really did some terrible things. She became lost and finally questioned herself and asked, am I doing the right thing? And the answers led her back to the path of fulfilling her real purpose, which was to serve her country, not her own power. So, why am I sharing these two examples of these brilliant women with you today? Because I know that I have, and I'm sure you do, often question, am I doing the right thing? Ultimately, what do we really want? We want to be fulfilled and happy, right? Fulfillment cannot come from anything external, my friend. It has to come from within, with a true knowing and believing that you are doing the right thing. When you're fulfilling your ikigai or reason for being in one way or the other, as Jane Goodall said, you automatically do the right thing. Internally, you are guided towards the right thing, and that leads to so much positive or anabolic energy in your life that things, people, and circumstances come to you and are attracted to you, and you to them. I'd like to give you my own example, if I could, specifically about this podcast. When I started this podcast in 2021, I didn't know exactly where it would lead me at all. I truthfully even didn't know much about podcasting or how to do it or what it was really all about. All I knew that my purpose was clear. I wanted to be able to reach as many people as possible with my message that they could do whatever they have in their hearts and minds, just like I did. I wanted them to know that transitions in our career and life, especially during midlife, can be scary and hard, but it can be the most exciting and rewarding time in our life if we view it as such. So that was my ikigai and still is, to guide as many people as possible to find theirs. So through 2021 and 22 and even 2023, my podcast did fine. I had the same number of consistent downloads each month, which was fine, but it wasn't really growing. And I got frustrated and asked myself, am I doing the right thing? I began to question myself whether I was really cut out for this thing and actually thought of quitting it. Then I went back to the true reason I was doing this. I was doing this to impact as many people as possible through my words and inspiration for my guests. And I wanted people to come to me who felt stuck or unsure of their next steps and to give them the roadmap I had created to get unstuck. I realized that this medium is the best way to do that because, as many people have told me, it's like having a conversation with a friend who really, really understands you. I can't think of another medium that can do that. And if it resonates, it really resonates. So, what did I do? Instead of giving up, I doubled down. I critically wanted to know how I could reach more people, how my words could be more effective, how I could get more listeners to find me and to reach me and to reach out to me. So I learned more, I researched, and I invested in a program where two brilliant young British boys taught me how to do this better, more effectively. And I changed the way I did things. I adjusted and I learned more. And the result? Now my podcast has grown 10x. I now have 10 times more listeners than I did just 2 years ago. And you know what the result is? More and more people are being attracted to me, are reaching out to me, and signing up to work one on one with me. And I'm able to personally help them change the trajectory of their lives for the better. all of this is because I stuck to my Ikigai. It is still growing, and new people come to me every day, and there's so much positive energy in my life that it spills into other aspects of my life. I'm not telling you this to share how great I am, because truthfully, there is really nothing special about me. I'm just a woman who went through her own career and life transition after 50 and recognized that there was more for me. There was more I wanted to discover about myself, and there was more I wanted to share and help people around me. And so I went for it. Despite the fears, despite me constantly asking myself, am I doing the right thing? I stuck with it and followed my Ikigai, and I knew things would unfold as they have. When I watch the greats like Jane Goodall, Indira Gandhi, people like Oprah or Mel Robbins or Michelle Obama or Malala, all those inspiring women we all see in society now and in the past, what do they have in common, my friend? It's their steadfast commitment to their purpose or Ikigai. They know what their unique combination of skills, passions, and values are, and they know what the world needs around them and how they can uniquely contribute to it. And you can too. You really, truly can. It's not a pipe dream or a someday, because that day will never come if you continue to stand on the sidelines of your life. Don't let fear and the questions, what if I fail? Am I good enough? Get in the way. Those are just distractions. The real question is, am I doing the right thing? And if the answer is no, then do something about it. I know what you may be thinking. It may be that, okay, well, maybe it is important for me to find my purpose or my ikigai or my reason for being, but what am I going to do with it? I have to pay the bills and contribute to my family. It's not practical. Are those thoughts coming up for you? Well, they came up for me too, and I'm sure they did for Jane Goodall, for Indira Gandhi, and for all these people we look up to. What if they didn't even try, though? Then what? What if you actually found out what it is you're meant to do, as Jane said, and actually bring that out into the world? What would happen then? I think the difference between those who live their purpose and those who feel it's not possible is the internal belief that it can actually be done. If you don't believe it, then any amount of words won't sway you. You have to feel it and live it. And it isn't easy. It will take time and effort. But take it from me, the effort is so worth it. It doesn't mean you have to give up everything that you have. Your ikigai can be weaved into your life in so many different ways that can make you so much more fulfilled. So that is really my message to you today. Finding your ikigai or reason for being is the key to lasting fulfillment. Maybe the question becomes then, I don't even know how fulfilled I really am. And the best way to answer this is to dig deep into some questions like, do I believe change is necessary for personal growth? Or am I motivated to take actionable steps to transform my career and life? Or am I excited about the future of my career and life? These types of questions dig deep really into your level of fulfillment and are a good indicator of whether or not you really need to do something about it. I do have some practical ways that can help you answer this question, how fulfilled am I really? And these questions can be found in my career and life fulfillment quiz. You take the quiz, it takes about 3, maybe even less than 3 minutes, and you will get a score on your level of fulfillment and follow-up questions to journal on and think about. And that is a really, really good first step. Doing something right now because you're not happy or fulfilled does not have to be a huge step, my friend. It can be as simple as picking up the phone, calling a friend, journaling your thoughts, and yes, taking this short, simple quiz. And if it feels right for you, booking a call to talk to me, because I'm really, truly here to listen. You can get the link for the quiz and booking a call with me in the show notes. I was inspired to share this today after watching and listening to these great women before us who followed their passions and as a result, quite literally changed the world. You can change the world too. It doesn't have to be the entire world. It can be the world around you where you see injustice or wrong, or even when you just want to make a few people happy. Sitting on the sidelines is not an option. You've got to get in the game. Only then can you win at this game of life with fulfillment and happiness. With all my love and gratitude and thanks for you as a listener and supporter, I really couldn't have been here without you. I want you to know that you can find and live your Ikigai and achieve lasting fulfillment and happiness. It is entirely possible. Till next time, stay really, really well.